video games as a form of expression and art. I feel the exciting thing is there is no set form and no kind of strict set of rules. It kind of feels that every new project is a new opportunity to innovate and come up with something that nobody has done before.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us.Remedy
工作室正处于它的黄金时代，所有游戏开发者都会对这家创造了马克思佩恩的工作室过去5年里取得的成就心生羡慕。控制在2019年的时候就获得了当年的 IGN 年度游戏奖。尽管极富动作性的游戏玩法和超现实主义美术已经足以吸引玩家，但正是游戏那错综复杂的故事情节以及关于现实的黑暗寓意，使其成为了有史以来剧情最为出色的作品之一。所有这些好评和游戏强劲的销量都帮助 Remedy 去推出《心灵杀手》续作。心灵杀手2部作品围绕一个作家展开，他的虚构故事正逐渐变成现实，而这一主题正与控制中对神秘的存在主义的主题探索不谋而合。这一切并非偶然。Remedy 的创意总监 Sam Lake 有着宏大的计划，旨在推动工作室的未来发展，而这些计划无法局限于一款游戏，甚至不能局限于单一的媒介。
But these days, Remedy has grown in size and we are a multi-project organization, so there are other game projects happening and have been happening. Multiple teams working on multiple projects. Firebreak, our first co-op game, Control 2 in the works, and then Max Payne 1 and 2 being remade as remakes.
随着《心灵杀手2》的完成 ，Sam 的雄心壮志愈发高涨，因为 Remedy 不仅仅是在同时开发多个项目，更是在构建一个宏大的世界观。这个世界观将在多个游戏系列中延续，呈现出前所未有的规模。
We now have established firmly the concept of Remedy Connected Universe, meaning that Control and Alan Wake exist in the same world, and obviously this happened when we were working on Control, playing through Control, players were finding things that tied it to Alan Wake. And then we had 2 DLCs with Control, and the last DLC called AWE was very much a crossover between Control and Alan Wake, setting up Alan Wake 2. And that worked really well. We were happy with that. The plan was right from the get-go that we'll mirror it now with Alan Wake 2 and the second DLC. The Lake House obviously is themed around Federal Bureau of Control. The whole location you are investigating and everything in it is firmly a crossover between Control and Alan Wake. And yes, there were glimpses to Control's world in other ways as well. Control 2 being worked with the Control team and kind of like creating the content for that was very much a collaboration. Well, everything at Remedy is very much a collaboration between the teams, but this more than many other things. About what we achieved with Alan Wake 2 and personally to me kind of games as a storytelling medium and from that perspective an art form. It's been a long journey. I can look back and see logical steps through it all, but more and more I'm looking at it from the perspective of all of these different forms of expression, all of these different mediums and art forms, how games as a very modern medium can hold all of that in them and how in this interactive form we can use everything that really has come before and give it kind of a new meaning and context. Really use all of that to create these layered worlds that the player can then go and experience and explore. I feel that we made a kind of a very decisive leap forward when it comes to that, but in no way do I feel that we would have kind of reached the end. Like already in the process of creating this latest game, there were a lot of new exciting ideas that came about, but were not possible to explore in the context of Alan Wake 2.
统一世界观的活力和衰亡取决于其整体叙事的潜力，而 Remedy 已经证明了自己能够通过控制和心灵杀手成功构建这样的叙事。至于即将发布的马克思佩恩重制版能否融入其中，尚未可知。但无论如何，考虑到心灵杀手是关于叙事的力量以及它能够突破的界限，我们不难理解为何这些游戏的叙事会突破媒介的局限，进而进入电影或电视领域。我们已经得知 Remedy 将与 Annapurna Pictures 携手并进，而 Annapurna 曾制作过猎杀本拉登、魅影冯将和美国骗局等备受推崇的作品。
What's exciting is we have been exploring this and we feel it's worth exploring for a long time. Now with Annapurna it feels that we have a perfect partner and it feels like a genuine collaboration. Obviously they bring in their prestige expertise and we bring in our universe and our games and together we are exploring ideas.
不过要看到这些努力的成果还需要一些时间，但如果说心灵杀手系列2部游戏相隔13年证明了什么，那就是 Remedy 粉丝的耐心。 Remedy 也没有打算让这种信任白白流失，他们将乘着这股创意的动力继续前进，尤其是 Sam Lake， 他甚至还没有开始考虑 Remedy 宇宙的最终目标是什么。
I feel we are just getting started, so I feel it's too early to start talking about an end game. I love tying these things together. I love making it deeper and expanding on the lore. It really feels like this kind of opportunity to take these strands that we have put there, expand, entertain different ideas. Feels really exciting.
This is Agent Kieran Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmons.
And the way we are looking at it, every game needs to be enjoyable on its own and stand on its own feet. But then for our fans, for people who have been playing other Remedy games, that we want to put in a lot of content for them to discover for the ongoing universe story. And also we feel hopeful that now there is a universe and a catalog of games that will be expanding as we go. For somebody playing their first Remedy game, then they can continue in the universe and check out the other games as well and dive deeper into that rabbit hole.
凭借商业成绩和口碑的双丰收，以及即将到来的系列新作 ，Remedy 的状态比以往任何时刻都更强大，未来的道路一片光明。
It's been close to 30 years now. Video games as a form of expression and art. I feel the exciting thing is there is no set form and no kind of strict set of rules. Kind of feels that every new project is a new opportunity to innovate and come up with something that nobody has done before. And it's always we start by prototyping ideas that would not have been possible with the previous game. That keeps it very fresh and exciting. Like, I mean, we are in a place where we can invent new things all the time. There hasn't been a day when it's felt boring. and I don't think that day will ever come.